Austin 316. Y'all know March 16th is Austin 316 Day, 2026. Give me a hell yeah, if you know what I'm talking about. You know. So shout out to everybody. This is TTB After Dark. Episode 28. I got some Iran news, some shit going on in Australia. I might say it for a little later, just in case the homie beings won't come in. This is crazy. This whole situation crazy. Hold on, let me see where I put that. All right, cool. Yeah. Got some news. Nvidia just dropped something and just made everybody go crazy. Yeah, everybody go crazy for PC gaming. I don't know. I might say that for nerdish, but it's a little bit of where we going right now. What's going on? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I saw some news. So let's go ahead and get on Iran. Before I start, hey, like, share, and subscribe. Show some love, man. And let's get it.
President Trump was stunned to learn that U.S. intelligence indicates new Iranian Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei may be gay, and that his father, the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, feared his suitability to rule the Islamic Republic for that reason, the Post can reveal. Trump couldn't contain a surprise and laughed aloud when he was briefed on the intel, according to sources. Others in the room also found it, quote, hilarious, and joined the president's reaction, while one senior intelligence official has not stopped laughing about it for days, said one person familiar with the briefing. The shocking claim was described to the Post by two intelligence community officials and a third person close to the White House. All three sources say the implausible-sounding allegation is viewed as credible by U.S. spy agencies. Two of the sources said the intelligence indicates that Mojtaba has had a long-term sexual relationship with his childhood tutor. The third source said the intelligence indicated the affair was with a person who formerly worked for the Khamenei family. Mojtaba, who is believed to have been wounded in the same February 28th airstrike that killed his father and other members of his family, has made aggressive sexual overtures to men caring for him, possibly while under the influence of heavy medication, one of the Post sources said. U.S. spy agencies do not have photographic evidence of the 56-year-old's alleged sexual attraction to men, but the sources insist that the tip is solid, with one saying it was derived from one of the most protected sources that the government has. The fact that this was elevated to the highest of high levels shows you there's some confidence in this, added a second source.
All right. So what's so crazy about this? I don't know anything about Iran. Iran is very, very, very strict on the African community stuff. In fact, like if let's say you are in that community and everything, apparently this report is going around. And by the way, with that report I just showed, right? We got to put in perspective. This is fog of wartime, right? This is propaganda season. So this could be a play, could be a psyop on some other stuff. However, we gotta take it for what it is until we hear otherwise. Because like the dude, that person, it was reports that he got shipped off to Moscow to get surgery. We don't know, we don't even know if this dude alive and stuff. But with that being said, let's go with what the intelligence saying. They're saying that the dude might be of that community in Iran. And this is the crazy thing about this. And since Iran is and much like most of the other countries in the Middle East, are very, very strict on that type of stuff. In fact, some people, if they either go ahead and do like the whole change gender thing, surgery, or they could be out for the count, so to speak. I can't say what it is due to YouTube. But yeah, years back, this was a former president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad or whatever. Yeah, I'm in a job. Yeah, I'm in a job. This is what he said about that community.
ما در ایران اولا همجنس باز
In
مثل کشور شما
Iran, we
نداریم.
don't have homosexuals
در
like in your
کشور ما چنین
country.
چیزی وجود نداره.
We don't have that in our
در
country.
ایران این چیزا وجود در ایران
In
چنین
Iran,
چیزی اصلا وجود
we
خارجی
do
نداره.
not
ما
have
نمی‌دونم
this
چه کسی به
phenomenon.
شما
I
این
don't know
حرف
who's
زده.
told you that we
و
have
اما درباره زنان
it. But as for
بعضی
women,
شاید شما تصور میکنید که
maybe
زن
you
بودن
think that
جرمه.
being a woman is a
زن
crime.
بودن جرم
It's
نیست.
not a crime to be a woman.
زن بهترین مخلوق
Women
خداونده
are the best
و
creatures created by
تجلی
God. They
محبت و
represent
عاطفه و زیبایی است.
the kindness,
در
the
ایران
beauty
زنها
that
بسیار
God
محترمند.
instills in
شما
them. Women
بدانید
are respected
در
in Iran. In
هر
Iran,
خانواده‌ای که خدا به او
every
دختر میدهد
family who's given
10
a girl
برابر زمانی که خدا به او پسر میدهد پدر
is
مادر
given
خوشحال میشن.
in every Iranian family who has a girl, they're 10 times happier than having a son because women are respected more than men are. They are
Yeah.
exempt from many responsibilities. Many of the legal responsibilities rest on the shoulders of men in our society because of the
Yeah, so basically, even saying that they don't have that in the country, and all while that's part of why President Trump kind of was cracking up about that, because like that was really a big sticking point a couple years back, and then everybody was finding out what they actually do to the that community or whatever over there. So yeah, that's the reason why they laugh. Like, it's so ridiculous hearing it because of Iran, I ain't gonna say Iran, the IRGC, what they're all about over there. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, you got the memes.
Why are you gay?
All the memes are coming out everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Hold on, I got hold on.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
So there's another meme. President Trump gave Iran their first gay leader, and the left still won't give him any credit. I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah, man, the memes after this is crazy. So, if y'all ever heard either, man, by the way, let me apologize, man. I'm a little under the weather. We just had this big ass cold front come in, and like earlier today I was good, but like I've been outside all day, right, jobbing and everything, and now like I'm all a little stuffed up. But hey, I'm gonna make it work today. So apparently, matter of fact, let me I had another story that I'll get queued up about after this war. Cuba is in talk with us over some trade stuff and opening up and everything. Oh shit. Yo, it's protest. Matter of fact, it was protests going on in Cuba. Let me on. So you don't know, since we got that dictator Maduro out of Venezuela, the oil ain't been flowing to Cuba like it used to, because like he was giving Cuba a lot of stuff. So yeah, now they struggling. That's why there's rolling blackouts and food is up and everything, even though they'll come to this country. Tell you how much that work. But hey, here we go.
Dale, revenga.
Yeah, they've been out there protesting like crazy. Let me go back. a couple. This happy Friday. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Of course, the AI memes got come. The AI memes.
I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. That'd be good. That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? I do believe I'll.
Boy, this motherfucker go for real. Yeah, man. Yeah, so Cuba, they doing a bunch of uprisings, just like how Iran started. You know, first it starts off like shit. If your money looking funny, everybody money looking funny, it'd be bank runs or whatever, or like they got to spend 10,000 they currency to get a loaf of bread. Then that's when the protests start. I think what was going on in Iran. Oh, all right, I X that out. What happened in Iran is that I think they had like 50% inflation, some shit, something crazy, and like that's when everything started off with them because like they usually go do the little protest thing after like a year after like a Republican leave or whatever. They had a couple of those protests during Obama's term. I think they had one big one in like 2011 or 2010, 2011 or some shit like that. So they were always off like a year and a half from like anybody that be willing to do what Trump just did. And I know, I mean, I hope I'm not sounding like I'm pro war or anything like that. I look at this stuff as it's part of geopolitics. I look at it as a chess piece, even though I understand there's real lives at stake here. There's our livelihood at stake as well. But I try to look at this more on the geopolitical side and who gains what and how could play out, especially election wise, because like this probably got a lot of independents because like independents don't give a damn about anything. But hey, I'm going to gas, going to get gas. Why my gas is why it take me $50 to put up a Miata or some shit? You know what I mean? That's the only thing they really give a damn about. So yeah, I think this is gonna be bad short term, just because of the Strait Hormuz being shut down and a lot of refineries over there being bombed and stuff. And even with Iran, how they doing during the lunches, like they don't have like structured leadership right now. They got they call it like a mosaic leadership thing where everybody just got orders and they just doing what they want to do. So yeah, in with if you're Cuba, right? Cuba's kind of in a particular situation where all their allies who they will be depending on stuff is way across the world, and we get control of Cuba to a point where it's like just like it's another version of Jamaica when it comes to like they stand on their own, they're making their own money, but they just like it's a tourist destination for us to go down there, spend money, hook them up and everything. Yeah, I mean that's a net benefit for everybody in this area, unless you believe in what Cuba's doing. And oh, it's another thing with Greta. Find that. Yeah, that my allergies bother me. All right, so like this. if you're a person like
world.
If you're a person like her, you're not gonna like anything Trump doing. And she got to look. This tell you about what was really going on with like the climate change stuff and everything. You know what I mean? And what's going on? What she got the oh, I don't know what to call that.
We need to talk about what's happening in Cuba right now. As the Trump administration is waging illegitimate wars across the world, killing countless of people, it is also strangling the Cuban people, deliberately,
It's always illegitimate when somebody you don't like is doing it. Remember that.
methodically and openly. The pedophile Trump himself bragged about it, saying there's an embargo, there is no oil, there's no money.
That's been embargoed since Kennedy. So, are you saying that? Are you saying that like Kennedy was illegitimate too?
There's no anything. He said it like it was something to be proud of, while millions of people have been plunged into darkness by rolling blackouts, while hospitals lose power, while ambulances run out of fuel, while shelves go empty. The United Nations has warned of imminent humanitarian crisis. Intensive care units and emergency rooms are compromised. Newborns, the elderly, the sick, all paying the price. This is not an accident.
So, here's the thing, man. That sucks. It really do suck. Like I feel for them people, and you know, I mean, I feel for the people there, but that dictatorship gotta go, man. Like it's a net benefit if that form of government doesn't exist anymore, and there because like shit, his people want to give them money. That'd be way better. I mean, hey, you don't have rolling blackouts in the Dominican Republic. It's funny, like everybody that's connected, y'all got rolling blackouts. It's funny. You supposed to be climate change. You're supposed to be a climate change darling. So now you mad for us taking away oil from them so they can live your dream. Now that's a bad thing. That's wild.
Or an unfortunate side effect of some policy disagreement. This is the intended outcome. Since 1962, the US embargo has been designed, in the words of the
and that US embargo is to stop oil from coming to that country, so therefore they could have your climate change. They could have that, save the world.
US State Department itself to bring about hunger.
So holding off oil brings hunger and desperation, right? It's strange. It's strange you just out here talking about this, but don't really know what the fuck you're talking about.
Desperation and overthrow the government. Now the Trump administration is escalating it further, plotting what they themselves have called a takeover of the island.
Yeah, if they can't feed their people and they brutalizing their people, and we're the big dog on this hemisphere, and we own part of that island anyway, maybe we need to stabilize it. Since your experiment didn't work. I don't know. Maybe just spitballing here.
We cannot be silent about this. Cuba did not stay silent when the world needed it.
When did Cuba make a big? Are you referring to 2020? I don't know what you're referring to.
For over 60 years, Cuba sent its doctors to all corners of the earth. Cuban medical workers fought Ebola in West Africa. They responded to disasters in Haiti. They trained generations of doctors from all over the world. When liberation movements were fighting for independence from colonial rule across Africa, and much of the world was looking the other way.
Oh, so you talking about Angola? You talking about Angola and Zaire and all that stuff where a lot of bad things happen afterwards. Okay. All right.
Cuba stood in solidarity.
Zaire, I believe that's now that's Central African Republic. I'm spitball. I'm trying to remember.
Not just in words, but in action.
Used to be Rhodesia. Named after Cecil Rhodes, and it's crazy ass.
Real material support.
That's where you get the Rhodes Scholarship from. Rhodes Scholar.
Cuba stood up for the world, and now it is time for the world to stand up for Cuba. On the 21st of March, the Nuestra America convoy arrives in Havana, carrying humanitarian aid by air, land, and sea. That day has been declared the International Day of Solidarity with.
It's always about solidarity. They always say solidarity. Like we don't have solidarity with the people anyway. Like, here's my thing. If you get rid of communism there and people don't go with your Paris climate control, that whole climate deal thing, right? Guess what? They're gonna have lights, they're gonna have power, the whole nine, they're gonna be able to drive cars and not rely on the embargo part will be gone. And then they could make money and they'd be successful. What are you gonna say when they're successful under capitalism? I don't know.
Cuba, and I'm asking all of you, every friend of peace, every defender of the right of peoples to determine their own futures.
Translation: the right of people to stay communist. We gotta help them stay communist. That's what she's saying there.
To join. Wherever you are in the world, go to your local U.S. embassy and make your voice heard.
So she calling for paid protesters. That's what that is.
Find your local Cuba Solidarity Network. Organize something in your community. Show up, because the right of the Cuban people to build their own society.
So let's see what the Cuban people want. Let's see if I can find that again. That extent. Hold up. They're back. So this is what the Cuban people doing. That's what they want. They go.
Carajo, esto para ahí, ¿no? Pero el pueblo Cuba la cara. Mira, pinga, esa pinga. Otra pinga.
So yeah, they standing up. They doing all right standing up for themselves. So let's see what PSYOP anime talking about.
中国がイランで何をしていると思う？中国はイランに特攻ドローン、地対空ミサイル、防空レーダー装置を供給している。君たちはもう戦争の中にいるんだ。
中国がこの地域に関心を持っていることは我々も十分承知している。
なら、こんな機会は二度と来ないということも理解しているはずだ。
Yeah, so basically he's talking about he's working on episode 5 of this. In other news, hold on. I turn this music off. Other news, this happened in Florida. Now I don't know this might be AI. Forgive me ahead of time. This might be AI, but I'm gonna go and play this anyway. That's crazy. Now this might be AI because that look crazy. But imagine if you just rolling mind your own fucking business and you see a dude like him just roll on the top down. Why would he still be in Florida? Be real with you. But yeah, that's crazy. All right. This story right here, I'm gonna want anybody watching this. I'm about to make a short of this, but y'all gonna be pissed off. This is gonna piss you off. Be warned. This will piss you off.
He secretly filmed women inside toilets and showers, but...
By the way, this happened in Melbourne. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. I believe this happened in Australia. So this is what basically my the slippery slope. This is what it's referenced to. Let's start over. Let's read.
He secretly filmed women inside toilets and showers, but Barefoot Cow doesn't appreciate the camera being pointed at him. Mr. Cow, why did you upskirt women? The Melbourne University biomedicine student, originally from Vietnam, walking from court on a community corrections order. Mr. Cow, do you still plan on becoming a doctor? Mr. Cow, do you plan on apologising to your victims? Police found over 100 secretly recorded videos and images of innocent women on the 23-year-old's phone, taken inside public bathrooms at Docklands District Shopping Centre and at his student accommodation in the city. But despite his guilty pleas, the court let him off without a conviction. Explaining his actions, he told police he was in the female toilets because he wasn't sure about his gender. Are you still unsure of your gender? The court today heard one of his traumatised victims remains anxious and, unsurprisingly, hypervigilant. The incident impacted...
So he went into the lady's room because he wasn't sure about his gender. Yeah, and still he got all those pictures. Sick motherfucker right here, boy. God damn.
Her ability to use public restrooms. In her sentencing, the magistrate said Mr. Cow has no family here and considers him to be isolated in the community. She also said the 23-year-old's youth needed to be taken into account. As for whether he's still studying medicine, Melbourne University says confidentiality and privacy obligations.
They're gonna protect this motherfucker. See, this is what... Here's the problem with playing with play the politics of this shit, man. Like, they rather protect this dude because it's better for their bottom line than actually tell everybody what's going on. Like, we need to really count our blessings to keep it a buck with you, right? We need to really count our blessings on this. Because in America, this wouldn't fly. Like, he lucky. I couldn't imagine him doing this like in, let's say, Waco, Texas. He probably would took a bullet or something. That would have been crazy, man. Like, you can't be playing with people's daughters and stuff like that, man. Ooh.
Prevent us from confirming any details relating to past or present students. Since no conviction was recorded, he may yet be eligible.
Here's my thing about Melbourne University. Like, wouldn't he be a net positive if you say, hey, you know what, we don't like that type of people at our colleges or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I don't understand saying, hey, we ain't rocking with him here, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that part.
Eligible to become a doctor in Victoria. Georgia Bennett Murphy, 7 News.
All right.
He secretly filmed.
So apparently, All right, this is what Grok said. Apparently, Mr. Child, I think that Cal, he had a situation. He had a situation in October 2024. Filming a woman in the shot. Oh shit. Man. So yeah, he had multiple instances, and like apparently there was a let me see. Let me take it off here real quick. And I think there's another. So this is the judge, and there's no consequence for her here. And I'm not doxing. This is all public record. This is the judge who hold up. Master Michelle. I'm not gonna try to a white liberal woman has ordered conviction of every student who secretly filmed 150 women in bathrooms to be dropped, citing gender confusion. As of, oh my God. Oh, that's again, count your blessings. You are in the great United States if you in the great United States. Cause like I could not imagine this going on down here. Yeah. I might say this Nvidia story to Wednesday. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that's crazy. I'm looking to see if there was let me see. There was another story. They came from Vietnam. It's another backup story. Yeah. There's a lot of stories with this. I'll keep y'all posted on this because it's a lot of stuff going on. But like there's one yeah, that's one he's facing deportation. So yeah. Well, so if y'all don't know, this week is spring break. Like it's spring break in Texas and pretty much a lot of other cities in the states in the United States. And Houston been wilding. Now, I'm not gonna front with y'all. I've done back in the gap, like spring break. Spring break when I'm 40, about to be 42 this year. Spring break when I was in my 20s stuff was South Project, maybe Galveston, maybe New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Maybe just around here, like spring break is Deep Ellum used to be live back in the gap too. So I've been and of course the tried and trues, the spring break in Daytona, spring break in Miami. That was a tried and true, but like as in Texas, spring break in Lake Texoma. Like Lake Texoma is like between Oklahoma. It's like a lake between Oklahoma and Texas and Oklahoma. That's why I say Texoma. So Houston is now like the new spot for these youngsters, like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and whatever. So this is a new trend going on. Where people post videos of someone sleeping after one night stand on their first day in Houston. Why he got bumped? Man, you know, I can't even judge. I can't even judge folks like that, right? Because shit, man, I'm telling you right now, we had a thing called. We had a couple things in April, like Texas Relays was live. I mean, you still had South by Southwest is really on. Usually be on that week of spring break down to Austin. And what's another one? Another one on top of my tongue. Yeah, you had a rodeo down in you know what? The rodeo, like the Houston rodeo, always been live. It went on another level this year, and that might be shout out to Beyonce on that. Hey, she going to doing the country route. Probably really hooked that whole situation up. That's probably why a lot of people went down there. And like I remember seeing like people on YouTube was like, man, Beyonce don't talk like that in real life. I'm like, dude, y'all, I just don't know. Like, I have a family friend, she passed away earlier this year. She was like, she used to do her and Michelle's hair back when they was doing the Star Search days. And yeah, they talk like that. Like Beyonce talk, Texas girls talk like that to a point. Like not all the way, but yeah, that's normal. So when she did the rodeo, the whole rodeo, the country album, it made sense. Trust me. Like born and raised, especially down in H-Town, they talk like that for real. So I mean, it is part of why spring break is live down there in H-Town now, because the rodeo right there. They're like, hey man, this our whole state was live. Cause like, man, let me go find that. Go find that. No, you know, I forgot they might copyright for real. But the race, the Indy race was in Arlington, man. That shit was nice. I like how they did the track too, man. I'm a car guy. I love how they did track. I think I would love it for DFW to get a F1 race, but hey, you know how that go. Let's see, do I got anything else? I'll say the Nvidia. And I think I'll go ahead and get on Anton. Cause like Bhutan is out here apparently doxxing. And this is gonna be the last part of the and shout out to Mike Drop Barbecue for this video. But this is gonna be the last video of the day, and so I'll do my breakdown on this.
Barbecue. I got a couple of cans around here, always grilling something. Don't have his content. I'm gonna actually show you a little bit of his content after I go over what we got to go, so you can see what he really does and what people are on his channel for. It's complete bullshit. It's nothing really. Instead of him reviewing other,
I'll keep it a buck. Like Anton, when he first started, some of the discussions he had was a different perspective to mine to a point. Like I'm more on the right libertarian side than like the conservative right side in a lot of aspects. Like we will agree on a lot of things, as in, you know, getting married and everything. Like I'm cool, even though he's playing around with that, and a lot of stuff he's doing now is goofy, you know, to say the least. But like, yeah, making money, like monetizing your talents and stuff like that. I'm with, you know. Oh, I mean, the antics now is more. I'm not with that. The shit he doing now. So let's read.
creators' content that are coming at him, instead of reviewing the content and going over the content, he's pulling personal information from out of their personal lives and trying to make content out of it, because he won't go to their channel like how we go to people's channel. We review content, we research content, we find, contradictory statements, we find egregious statements, we go through content, things that are already online. He's not doing that. He's going offline into people's personal lives, doxing them completely out of anger. And to me, as a content creator, that's out of bounds. Now, a lot of people have done stuff to me. I mean, there are people making AI content of me.
I'm not. Here's the thing, man. This is why you don't get into like personal beefs on YouTube. It's because like there's always gonna be somebody that's willing to take it there, especially dealing with somebody that got a lot of time on their hands, right? Like if you dealing with somebody that's retired and that's elderly and stuff, they got a lot of time. Nobody really rock with them like that because like a lot of things don't happen and everything. So yeah, they got a lot of time to dig in your business. They got a lot of time to call your job, to do all kinds of wild and crazy stuff. You don't know what people are capable of doing. That's why, like, to me, it's just not profitable to do that personally.
And my homeboy Trey Watts over at Trey Watts TV, somebody was making an AI video of me kissing him, saying, "Look at these gay dudes. Look at these." They was making.
Yeah, that shit crazy too, man. Like talking about people's sexuality, like talking underneath people's clothes. It's just bad. It's a bad look overall,
AI content doing that. Did we start doxing people? No. We just kept making content because we knew what they were doing it for. They were upset at the content we were making.
Yep.
We just kept making the content. We kept eating. So they can use AI and try to do dumb stuff, and we just bypass it. And that's what happened to Anton. He does.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm somewhat guilty of responding, but there's a way to respond. Like if somebody playing, being disrespectful and everything, you could. A lot of times, depending on how big their following is, I'm gonna ignore it. I don't have a big following. I don't have no huge following. I'm new to this shit myself. But then, I mean, if it's in fun, in good nature, and I know this person is not gonna be the one trying to call your job and do all the nonsense stuff, yeah, you can have a little fun here and there. It's just when it gets so crazy with the calling job stuff. But yeah, that's goofy. Call your kid's school. I heard a situation. People calling animal control on people pets, calling fucking all kinds of shit, calling people CPS, calling CPS on people babies and stuff, man. I mean, to me that's just crazy. Why do that?
AI videos, he does AI thumbnails and things like that, but he gets to a point where he don't have content. So he goes out into people's real lives and he's pulling that into the content sphere that most creators don't delve in. I don't put personal information that's not already public on things. If something is public, if it's in a public institution, if it's in the school or it's in something like that, sure, okay. It's potentially content, it's public information. Everybody knows about it.
Somebody sent me the file at the old pictures. This is her. Some of these women were born old.
Here's the thing, man, about that. Like, roasting people looks, unless, like I said, unless you got a rapport with them people, and like it's a give and take. It's on some love after that. You roasting here, roasting there. I had no problem with that, but like, if she ain't playing with you like that, you know what I'm saying? You going that far and like showing how a person used to look. Like I'll guarantee you, every living person on the face of the earth got some pictures from high school, middle school stuff, or of the style back then, of something they're not really proud of. Cause like you really just trying to figure out who you are in some of those years. Now, if she went on a weight loss challenge, weight loss tool and everything, got her stuff together, why bring up when she was looking a certain way? I mean, that doesn't I mean, especially when you had to do a lot of things to yourself, which, again, congratulations to you. You made a bag, you did something about it. You know what I mean? If you felt some type of way. But like, yeah, I don't get that.
And in usual Anton fashion, he wants to talk about her looks. Cool, fair game, whatever, talk about her looks. But what he don't realize is that people talk about his looks and how he's had to go get dental surgery done to look better. How he had to do things to himself to try to look better. And when Corey Holcomb went after his wife's looks and his daughter's looks, oh, he was like, that's off limits. You're going into my personal life now. You're digging into my personal life. That has nothing to do with content creation. These are my personal people. See, Anton does things, but don't like them done to him. Typical narcissist playbook. He was victim. When Corey did it, he was a victim. You're talking about the looks of my daughter, the looks of my wife. She's got low self-esteem because of you. I'm going to sue you because of that. But look at what he does. He goes after people because of their looks.
TurboTax locations are now open in your neighborhood.
All right. I need to get premium.
Oh, y'all didn't know I knew?
Sue you because of that. But look at what he does. He goes after people because of their looks.
Oh, y'all didn't know I knew? Yep, I know.
Look,
more information to come. Everything will be everything will be revealed in time. Everything will be revealed in time. We'll get there sooner rather than later. Don't worry about it.
In my opinion, all the fake ass laughing, that's nerves. He's nervous about what he's about to do because he has no idea what to do. See, he's not used to going at creators like this. He's not used to doxing people. He's not used to putting personal information online. He's used to doing bullshit content, doing rhetorical content, talking in code. To actually go at somebody, this is outside of his field of expertise, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, to go at somebody, man, to do the dozens with somebody. I mean, personally, it's not good. To me, it's not good for business because especially you going after a woman, things get dark. You don't know who's watching. You know what I mean? You don't know who might feel some type of way, but like, oh, okay, you going out, and you don't know who she know. You know, how many people just gonna do something when everybody got audience. So man, you don't know what's going on, and he act like he don't care. So, Godspeed to him.
Here, he has no idea what he's doing right now. He could potentially be sued for everything he's got.
Yep.
I would recommend to Anton, before he even goes further with this, make sure you read the YouTube guidelines.
Yep.
Because putting out information about somebody that can constitute doxing might get you booted out the partner program. That means no more super chats.
Again, that's another reason why you don't do that stuff on YouTube, man. Like, if you wanted to go if Anton wanted to go at this shit, there's all kinds of avenues. Like, that's a thing. I think it's like a social media platform that's based on with Rumble, called Locals, right? You could go Locals and you could just go all the way in on that shit if you want to you know what I'm saying, tell everybody what's going on about this person.
No more AdSense. Think about what you're doing before you go to the next step, because all people have to do is report you and report your content. Yep. YouTube looks at it, deems it that you're giving out information that could lead to somebody being located in their house, business, maybe somewhere that they're going on like vacation or something. If you're known to be doxing people at that level, it's not a laughing matter. See, all this nervous laughing shit you're doing right now don't mean nothing. You're going to be really enraged when you find out you're no longer in the partner program and you're 100% relying on Patreon and Cash App. That's what's going to piss you off more than anything else.
We'll get there. We will definitely get there sooner rather than later. I promise you. There will be no stone left unturned. No stone left unturned. And then I found out, that's her real name, y'all, that she tried to publish a book on Amazon.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go any further on this. Just doxing, man, is not never a good look. And I'm a perfect. I don't even believe in having beefs on here, man. I wish a lot of people would start understanding that shit, man. Like it's bad. Cause right now, I mean, it's the people in other sectors I know, they flagging each other, which I mean, who wins out of that situation? But hey, what I know. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna put his link of this video in my in the description of the video. And be sure, hold up. Copy. And hey, y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. I gotta I gotta get ready for bed and everything. I lay it down. Long day, man. So y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit me on the replay. Please comment if y'all hit me on the replay. Thanks.